We are here with my mother, Elizabeth Lastra. She is a one-year breast cancer survivor as of January 23rd, 2013. And I'm just going to ask her a few questions about her experience with breast cancer. First, how did you find the tumor?
Well, as somebody that works in the profession of mammography, I know that women should do self-breast exam monthly, just as a way of feeling for any types of lumps that you may develop in your breasts, because it's a sign that you should see a doctor to find out why. And one day in the shower, I was doing my monthly self-breast exam and I found a lump.
What did you do after you found it?
Well, I went to work and I scheduled myself for my for mammography, and I had my mammography and nothing showed on my exam. Because of that, the doctor automatically prescribed that I get a sonography, which was the test that ultimately showed that it was a mass that needed to be biopsied.
How surprised were you to find it, considering that you are the person that usually takes them and finds them on other people?
I was extremely surprised, mostly because of the fact that I have had a history of finding cysts in my breast, and every time I had a sonogram, that's all it always turned out to be. So I was expecting this to be just a cyst, and it wasn't this time.
What was the plan of action after you were diagnosed with this cancerous tumor?
After I had the biopsy and diagnosed that it was malignant, I was sent to see an oncologist who we discussed the next plan of action, which was to begin chemotherapy immediately.
What were the treatment plans?
The treatment plans was to have chemotherapy 8 sessions every 2 weeks.
What were the names of the drugs that you were taking?
The first 4 weeks I was given Cytoxan and Adriamycin intravenously. I would go to the doctor's office and I sat in a chair and it came into my vein through a catheter.
How long did one round of chemo take?
It varied. Most of the time, on average, it was about 3 to 4 hours.
What were the effects of the chemo?
Well, you really didn't feel anything until I was given steroids while the drugs were going into my system. That would usually take a day before those wore off, and then I felt extreme fatigue, tired. Did not have the nausea because of the type of drug that I was taking before I was given the chemotherapy, anti-nausea drug.
Did you lose your hair?
Yes, I did lose my hair.
And it's been a year, over a year and a half.
How it looks now.
Looks great. Did you get tested for the BRCA gene, which is known to be one of the leading causes for breast cancer?
Well, being that I have 2 daughters, the oncologist strongly suggested that I get tested for it to make sure I'm not passing it on to my 2 children, and thank God, fortunately, I did not have it. So the chances of having it are almost none.
All right, well, thank you for speaking with me, and congratulations on defeating breast cancer.
Yes, thank you.